Welcome back. In the previous video, I started creating activity. I gave it a title and inserted a little preview image here on the side. I've described the activity here, but most importantly, I selected the target or standard that students will be working towards by completing my activity. Now that I've completed everything that's here in the Goals tab, I'm going to move on to the Resources tab. This is where we can collect resources from all around the internet without even leaving the Empower interface. So you don't have to necessarily go and collect a whole bunch of resources from around the internet ahead of time. You can simply do it right here, right within our Empower interface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type my topic, which is the Pythagorean theorem. I should have picked something that is easier to spell. All right, and then I'm going to click the little YouTube icon. What this will do is it will do a quick search for different YouTube videos, and I see what's listed here. And if I want to preview a video, I simply got to click on its title, and it's going to come up in another tab. And I already know that this is a good video. I've previewed it, and previewing your videos is something I highly recommend. You never know what might come somewhere in there. Might be something inappropriate. But I'm going to go back to Empower in my tab, and I know that this video right here is another good video. I can click on that and preview that.
Welcome to the presentation on the Pythagorean theorem.
Okay, I know this comes from Khan Academy, a very well done video. So I want to use these two videos. Well, I let Empower know I want to use these two by simply clicking the little circle that is to the right of each title, and it puts a little check mark, and you will see now at the very top of my screen that I have these two resources, these two videos available to use in my activity. The next icon, I don't even have to type it in again. I can just do a simple Google search, and in which case it is going to find different websites that are about the Pythagorean theorem. And just like we did with YouTube, I can preview them by taking a look and clicking at the link or the title that is the link. And this is a really well done little lesson, a nice explanation with visuals and some problems on it. This is a really good resource that I might want students to be able to use in my activity. So I'm going to check that off. I could add as many of these items as I want, and if I'm not seeing everything that I am looking for, I can click the View More button and it'll give me even more of a list. Let's see what's here with iExcel. Is that here? No. Okay. That's not particularly working. So I'm going to click View More, and I have more things to choose from. And I can keep on clicking View More until I find all of the things that I'm looking for. Okay, so you'll see up at the top here, I now have this nice lesson, this link available. The next thing that I have here is if I wanted to have a Google image search, I can do that, and this might look a little familiar to you folks. I think that's like the image that I used for my little preview image here. Also, you are allowed to do what's called a guru search, and Guru is a great resource for making collections of different resources, just like we're doing right now. And you might find other lessons that you just don't find by doing a Google search. So I looked at this before, and I found a nice video or a website here that's a good lesson on the Pythagorean theorem, and it's got a whole bunch of resources, really nice explanation at the high school level or 8th grade level. And I can go back and I can select that as being a resource to use. Okay. Also, if I have something in my Google Drive, maybe it's something I've been using for years, a certain worksheet or some other resource that I have in my Google Drive, I can find that. And I know in my particular drive, I think if I hit search, I'm not going to find it. But if I get rid of the word theorem, I think I'm going to find what I'm looking for. And here I have a worksheet with a bunch of word problems where students also need to draw images and draw the triangles to show that they know how to solve the problems. So I've got my own piece there. Another thing too, I didn't find a particular video that I was wanting to include. So I'm going to, yeah, here's the video. This is done by the website LearnZillion. So I'm going to take this link here, this URL, and copy it and go back to this. And I'm going to click on the Insert Web Page icon. And I am going to now paste in that URL and do a search. And hopefully that's going to come up. Yes, it is. And I am going to check that off. It now becomes available. And if I had any other files that I wanted to upload and make a part of this list of resources for my activity, I could do so. I don't really have any other resources, so I'm not going to bother. Just so you know, if you have other things on your laptop device, you can upload those, and those will become part of your collection of resources. So now we have plenty of things to choose from, and we can move on to doing the action plan, which will be the steps that students will take in order to complete the activity.